I need my neck cracked.
The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net, Stacy Sturm.
You know how you just need your neck cracked?
I do. My back. I need my back cracked.
Mine too.
I'll stand up. I'll be like old lady. I'll be like, here go crack, crack, crack.
Right? Maybe we should interview a chiropractor today, and we can do.
I'm actually gonna go down to a wellness clinic today.
We can do an on-air back cracking.
Oh, and this guy's a manual adjuster too.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Do it, baby. Work it.
I love to be just manhandled by
Just get
some
all up
guy.
on my back and just push it. Push it good.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, wait a minute, y'all. This jam ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
So all you fly mothers. Remember when everything was fly back in the 90s? Everything was so fly.
Get out there and dance. Dance, I said.
Dance.
And then it goes, yo, 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 baby pops. Yeah, you.
It was my junior year of college. Or was it my senior year? Either
Must
way.
have been a long time ago.
It was. I vaguely remember. I don't even remember what it was like. But anyway, we had to do a music video to a song that was already in existence.
And you did that?
I did What a Man by Salt and Pepper.
Oh, nice.
And I had a group of very sweet guys dress up in boxer shorts.
Nice.
And we did a dance routine.
I'm sure they loved it. Yeah.
It was brilliant. It was awesome. Back in the day, it would have went viral.
Really?
It was the worst music video.
You got to find it, dude.
I can't believe how I exploited those poor men.
You got to find it.
I was at an age, though, where I was like, men suck.
Yeah, they do.
I had too many bad experiences. And I'm like, do you know what? Bitches, I'm going to dress you up in boxer shorts and you're going to dance for me.
And then one day you met Greg and all of that changed.
Yes. Oh, no, I think by the time I met Greg, I just was sort of beat down.
You're like, you'll do.
You seem harmless.
You will be all right.
We shall make children together. Oh. Yeah.
Make it that much harder to feed the people of the world. Way to go.
I'm taking care of my babies. Nobody's supporting us.
Don't judge me. You don't know me. You don't know me. So I don't really care what you think.
You had Funky Arabs practice last night. Get ready for the big show Saturday.
Yeah, we had 2 practices.
Mm-hmm.
So
you did,
far.
huh? Yeah. And was last night really technically a practice?
Last night we practiced 2 songs and then went to the bar.
Yep.
Closed her down, too.
Did you really?
Yes.
Dude, that's late for a weeknight. How did you get up today?
Late for me, man.
It is.
I got up today because my ex-wife dropped my daughter off at my house, and I had to pick up her friends to take them to school as well because they needed a ride.
Oh.
Responsibility.
You are the you're transportation man.
Mm-hmm.
You're the bus.
That's right. I'm like, I should get one of those bumper stickers like Daddy Taxi.
No, you can't have like a sticker. It's got to be like a sign you post in the window with the suction cup.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That look really cute.
Children on board.
Yeah.
They're like 15.
I know. My kids are at the age now where I'll go to pick them up after school. And I will either leave with none of them or 8 of them. Right? And I'm not quite sure how that works.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll be like, well, you know what? If you were going to go home with so-and-so, and if you were going to go home with so-and-so, could have called Mommy, saved Mommy the trip.
Right.
Instead, I walk in and Ty's like, hey, I'm going to go over to Ron's house. Summer's like, can I go with Victoria?
Yeah.
Would have been nice to know like 20 minutes ago.
At that point, you say no. You just lay down the lawn and say,
no,
absolutely.
because to tell you the truth, I really do want to get rid of them.
You like the break?
Yeah. It is nice. No, and it's good for them too because they get bored out of their mind here after school.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually trying to work and they're trying to ask me about homework. And then they get mad because I can't go into detail about what a fjord is. That was the conundrum yesterday. Fjord.
Fjord?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know enough about fjords off the top of my head to appease my son. So, yeah. Or sometimes I'll go to school and I'll pick up Ty and Quinn and somebody else. And then Summer will bring Cam and Victoria. And then I have 15 kids here.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
It is. Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
I can't wait till she gets a license.
Soon, right?
No, not soon enough. It's like 2 years.
That's soon. When you look at the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. I should say she'll get her permit in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will.
She's going to be a horrible driver, though.
Oh, great.
But Mommy don't want to drive her around anymore.
Yeah.
No, because she will say, like, really stupid things to me as we're driving. Like, God, Mom, why didn't you go? There's cars.
Yeah. Right?
And I tell her all the time, you're going to be a horrible driver.
Because I looked both ways.
Yeah, and I saw there's cars coming.
Yeah. While you're texting and driving.
And she admitted to me, when I get my license, I'm not going to, like, speed, but I'm going to go 5 over. You don't tell your mama that.
Yeah.
You're going to go the speed limit. In fact, you're going to go 1 mile under.
Yeah, and if you get a speeding ticket, I will cut up your driver's license, and you're not even, I'm going to burn your passport.
She goes, how frustrating is it to drive the speed limit? That's not something you tell your mom when you want to get a driver's permit.
There was in Mandan, when I lived in Mandan when I was younger, I would drive down Collins.
Yeah.
And it seemed like every freaking day
yes.
that I would drive down Collins, I would get behind this white station wagon that had the license plates like, I love Jesus.
Yeah.
And this lady would
Could have been Jesus.
She would go 12 miles an hour down Collins. And Collins, is pretty steep.
It is. In the wintertime, you had to be like, I'm going to ram her ass.
And I'm all thinking to myself, drive a little faster and you can meet Jesus a little sooner. If you love him so much, why are you trying to stay the hell away from him?
Why are you so safe?
Exactly. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jesus wants you to not piss me off right now. What would Jesus do? Don't piss off Cam.
What would Jesus do? Drive the speed limit.
Yeah.
Jesus is courteous.
Jesus follows the law.
He knows that people have places to be. Because he knows where we're
You know what, though?
Now.
But look at what following him the law got him,
Absolutely.
Right? So maybe we shouldn't
crucified.
really follow laws because we could end up crucified.
Yeah, that's a valid point, Cam.
Yeah.
Let's just go all purge on every... Have you seen the previews for Purge?
No.
Okay. Really smart concept. One of those movies where I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of it?
Okay.
It's like a scary horror movie, but it's not a bloody scary horror movie. It's like a
mind
thriller.
trip?
It's a mind trip. They say that our population's gotten out of control for 24 hours, free for all. If you survive the night, law enforcement kicks in, you're fine.
Holy
But for
crap.
24 hours, they're weeding. It's the survival of the fittest.
It's like the World Hunger Games.
Yes!
That's nuts, dude.
You have to watch the preview. Greg
I'll
and
watch the
Ty,
trailer,
we were
too.
sitting around watching the season finale of Duck Dynasty, and it came on, and they're like, what if for 24 hours?
Is it a movie or?
Yes.
Okay.
What if for 24 hours, anything goes? Rape, murder, robbery,
my God.
anything. And if you survive the night, you're great. You don't, well, that's too bad. You
The
got
problem
purged.
is I would be sick of people raping me all the time.
And it's not
'Cause
like...
I am beautiful.
It's not these big gangster people either. It's like homemaker moms,
Yeah.
scary masks.
Just people that have like a lot of inner demons that want to just get them
just
out.
chaos. You have to watch the preview. Ty
That's
did
a
not
good
want to
idea
go to
for a
bed.
movie. That is a good idea.
He goes, oh my God, does that ever happen? I said, no.
No,
there's never
but
a
you know what? It could.
It could.
I mean, Obama's president.
I don't doubt anything in this country could happen at any point in time anymore. I really don't.
When GW gets a library.
He even joked. He's like, the last place you'd think you'd see me would be in a library.
It is kind of funny. And, I never really cared for the guy as a president. But I think he's probably a nice guy. He seems like kind of a
think
friendly,
so.
down-home guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I see all these pictures of him painting dogs. And I can't help but think, he's just so cute. He's sitting there with a little
He was
apron
lovable.
and his little,
Yeah.
painters. And he's, smiling by this dog painting he did. And I'm like, that's freaking awesome. Because, Obama's not going to do that.
I don't know what Obama does.
Obama is not going to be painting dogs.
Why not?
Because he's just not that kind of guy.
Plays
Bush,
b-ball.
he's that kind of guy.
I think Bush is now. Bush back in the day would have been like, "Who wants to party, fellas,
And then he's
ladies?"
like, we should torture people for the good of America.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
It's not just a Bush. It's been, I think, everybody.
Yeah, I just am against torture.
Way to take a stand
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
on that controversial stance.
If anybody out there wants to know, my stance on torture is that it
It's bad.
sucks. It's not good.
It hurts people.
Yeah. Especially if I'm the one being tortured. That sucks too.
Well, you never know with The Purge. I'm telling you, you got to watch that preview. It is freaky.
You know what I would do? Just
Messes with your
waterboard
mind.
everybody. For 24 hours, I would waterboard.
No, it's like it's the preview, and this preview, it's like a dad talking to his wife and his kids. It's like, no matter what you do, you just stay in this closet. You don't go anywhere. Don't do anything.
Yeah,
I got
have
us.
this panic room for a reason.
Yeah, I got us. But oh my gosh,
I want to see it.
waterboard
That
everywhere.
looks good.
Yeah, watch the preview. Freaky.
Yeah.
I also want to see the new Rob Zombie movie. I have a hard time getting people that want to watch horror movies, though. Damn, parking police. It's 8:20. What up with that?
I don't know. I don't like this new law. You can't even park across the street.
Yeah, you can't park on your block at all.
That's stupid.
No reparking. I'll tell you why this sucks.
Not reparking, though. You're on a different block.
No, technically not.
Well, technically, yes.
The address has changed.
Yeah, it's a difference. I got a ticket the other day.
I know. The problem is it's really limited because this street is usually the only street open. Mm-hmm. So I can park here and then I can't park here again until I go get the kids after school. So in the meantime, I get to block all of your parking spots with walk-in traffic while we have none over here.
Right.
We're always clear on the street for parking.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I know.
But,
And there's a waiting list to get a ramp pass.
yeah.
So it's not like I'm just going to say, oh, well, okay, I'll just park in the ramp. Okay, I'll see you in 5 months.
Yep.
6 months.
I mean, I have a ramp pass, but it was one of those days where, like, I had to leave and run an errand. So
Right.
I was like, well, I'll just park here. I only got a couple hours, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I just move it once and I'll be set. I moved it across the street.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's still the same block to them. Well, and here's the thing, too, is once I parked in front of the building here just to unload our stereo system after a broadcast. We did a broadcast. We played music. I pulled up here because I didn't feel like walking 4 blocks
With all that stuff.
with my heavy stereo system.
Yeah.
So then the parking police person came by to mark me. I'm like, oh, honestly, like I've sworn I'm going to move in 10 seconds. And they said, well,
You're here
great.
now.
You're here now. I got to mark you. I'm like, so that means that now I can't move to a permanent spot right across the street now for 4 hours.
Right.
I'm going to have to park 8 blocks away because I was here for 10 seconds to unload my stereo system in the lobby.
Yep.
Gah!
I know. Freaking Obama. I'm jumping on the whole country going to hell because of Obama.
I feel like the country is going to hell, but it's a comedy of errors on everybody's part.
You know what I think is really funny? This sequester. All week they've been talking
Yeah.
about how like air travel's just been so difficult and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Well, guess what happened miraculously last night?
I don't know.
Well, the
I wasn't paying attention.
sequester causers
Yes.
came upon an agreement, right? Which is
Okay.
going to help out the FAA. There will no longer be these problems with air traffic control.
So are you going back to the whole WWE wrestling theory?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. But there's another motive behind this. Do you know
Okay.
what's happening today?
No, Cam, tell me.
Well, all of those people that sequestered us,
Yeah. They have
they get to go
They
on
have to go
recess,
home.
so they're going to be flying home. And God forbid that they have to go through the same hell that
That
us
everybody
little
else does.
peons have had to
I
go
know.
through. They are such bastards.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry for
They're
the language.
self-serving. They're not people-serving.
They don't give a
Hey,
crap
you settle
about
down,
us.
AJ Clemente.
Yeah. Hey, can I go on Letterman?
I posted a picture 2 Saturdays ago when I did the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes thing
Yeah.
at the mall.
Yeah.
And he was there, and I met him, and that's where I first met him when we started talking. And
And you took a
reposted
picture of
it.
him in the shoes. I know. I saw it.
Yeah. I'm like, who would have thought? Like, I was like, hey, it's good to have you at
You
Camp
should
Fire
send that
TV.
to Letterman.
I bet Van is going to be excited to finally have a weekend anchor. I told him that. I'm like, because I was talking to Van, and she's like, yeah, JR's been filling in, Jennifer's been filling in, Alan's been filling in. Van was sort of excited to have a permanent anchor with her.
I would do the weekend anchor job.
Well,
why don't they
you
let
apply?
me?
Do you have a tape?
No, let's make one.
Go talk to Monica.
You talk to Monica.
I'm not going to talk to Monica.
Come on, pull your strings. She doesn't know me.
Maybe.
I think I'd be good at
Here's
it.
what we'll do. Some
Top
night,
story of the night. Bighorn sheep are being brought to Bismarck for the zoo exhibition.
That would be pretty good.
Right?
The hardest part's reading on the teleprompter
I can do it.
and remembering to wear an ear device.
I can do that.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll work Kristen. We'll have her take you upstairs and film a demo,
Okay, that's a good idea.
and then we'll turn it into Monica.
Yeah.
And then you can. But here's the thing: then you're going to have your whole weekend nights tied up.
That's okay. What do I do on weekend nights? Nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point. You really don't go out or do anything.
Exactly.
anymore.
This would be perfect. And it'd be a little extra coin for me.
Yeah.
Right? I could have some fun. Little notoriety in this town. People don't know me.
Yeah, nobody knows you,
Yeah.
Cameron Ollie. You are the number one person people ask me about when they talk about the station.
What do they say?
Oh boy, it runs the gamut. I love Cameron Ollie.
I bet he's so hot.
To what is wrong with him? To is he really like that?
Yeah. That's what you get.
This
This is what you get.
And I don't ruin your facade. I tell him, yeah, he's just back crazy.
Yeah, dude. Hell
He
yeah.
is. I don't.
But you know it's funny?
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
No, don't tell people.
I mean, yeah, hell yeah, I am.
No.
You know, I always tell people, I'm like, this whole radio thing,
Yeah.
it's therapy for me.
You get all your
I
troubles
just
out.
get to vent and somebody listens, and that's all that matters. Like, nobody's solving any problems for me, you know?
No.
Although I might be a weekend co-anchor.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something, huh?
Yeah,
You
and
Van.
it'd be Van and me. Talk
Yeah.
about the diversity quota just met like in one
Oh
shot.
my gosh, you're right.
You know, I mean, hey.
You're right. Hey,
I
there's
think
Wayne
I could
out
do
there.
a hell of a story, too.
I think you could. Well, and that's probably it. I think Monica would want you to cover some stuff too.
I would, definitely.
Okay.
Like, what would I cover? Everything.
You'd end up covering stuff that you probably don't even want to cover.
Bighorn sheep coming to North Dakota.
We'd end up sticking you in red shoes and putting you behind the camera.
I've been... You know, that's funny. That picture of us doing the walk a mile out here.
Yeah.
The gal I work with, she used to be... We were on the same team for a while till I got this new job.
Okay.
And she got a hold of that picture when I was out of town one day.
Yes.
Sent it to my entire team.
Yes.
My boss at the time then sent it to his boss.
Yes.
Who then sent it up the chain to a lot of people in
Yeah.
the company.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man. And she said, or my boss then called me. He goes, dude, that was cool. He goes, you should put that on your like end of the year, like what you've done throughout the year type stuff. I'm like,
Yes. A recap.
what? Yeah. And he goes, no. He goes, like, my boss was really impressed that you're doing stuff like this. I'm like, yeah,
Look at
man. I
that.
always do stuff like that.
One's with the community.
I have been for a long time.
That
yeah.
everybody says that's their favorite picture in the calendar.
Really?
You
I
jackasses.
still have no damn calendar.
Go grab it off my desk.
I will.
Okay. Before you leave, don't forget.
I promise.
And I didn't even notice until I was looking at the calendar this weekend.
My calf muscles? Hell yes.
They do. The red shoes really do bring out your calf muscles.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't even realize until I looked at the picture that Swenny and Kai's are holding hands very tenderly.
I didn't know that. I have to look at that.
It's sort of like a stepbrothers moment where Kai's is stooped over Swenson. He's got his hand on his shoulder, and Swenny's up there grabbing it tenderly.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like
It's
we're
just
in
perfect.
prison.
It's the art show today, by the way, downtown.
Let my people free.
So we're going to have some students that have some art on display here today.
There's already
That's
some
okay.
nice stuff on the Scream is right there.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good depiction of it.
that is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That 3D pool turned out really cool, too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I felt like I was going to fall in. I
I
walked
know.
around it.
I was going to put on a suit today and just go lay there. Like,
should,
kicked
dude.
up with floaties and
Yeah.
stuff.
You should.
I should have.
You know what? Today would have been a good day for our festival.
For our Renaissance Fair,
Yeah.
our impromptu Renaissance Fair.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? I still think we should do that. I think it'd be hilarious.
Someday.